For years, Andrew Cuomo was more than just a governor. He was a symbol, a three-term political force who walked through Albany like he owned it. Praised by the media as tough and unshakable, he was the son of a beloved governor, the mind behind massive infrastructure projects, and, during COVID, America's political darling. But behind the suits and speeches, a darker truth simmered. A truth insiders whispered about, survivors feared, and the public finally saw as his carefully polished empire collapsed under the weight of its own rot. This is the fact drum story of the dirt Cuomo tried to bury. The lies, the harassment, the cover-ups, and the culture of intimidation that enabled it. A legacy that once spanned decades, now tainted by accusations of sexual misconduct, abuse of power, and data manipulation during a public health crisis. It didn't start with headlines. It started behind closed doors, in whispers, where staff feared speaking out. Cuomo didn't just lead New York, he controlled it. Critics were iced out. Women endured repeated violations of professional boundaries. In February 2021, Lindsay Boylan, a former aide, accused Cuomo of years of inappropriate behavior, including a forcible kiss. Soon after, Charlotte Bennett, just 25, revealed he made repeated sexual advances and deeply invasive comments, knowing she was a survivor of assault. Then came more. 11 women, from junior staffers to state troopers, described a pattern: unwanted touching, pet names, groping, private summons, and threatening silences. One woman said he reached under her blouse and groped her in the executive mansion. And when Boylan went public, Cuomo's team didn't investigate, they retaliated. They leaked her personnel files, labeled her unhinged, and worked with media allies to protect him, not the women. In August 2021, Attorney General Letitia James released a 165-page report confirming sexual harassment and a workplace ruled by fear. The evidence? Testimony from 179 people and thousands of emails, texts, and documents. But that was only half the scandal. In early 2020, Cuomo's office forced nursing homes to admit COVID-positive patients. Thousands died. Then came the cover-up. Aides altered reports to undercount deaths by up to 50%. Just as Cuomo finalized a $5 million book deal praising his pandemic leadership, internal emails proved the edits were political. Staff were directed to work on the book during state hours. That memoir became Exhibit A. In October 2021, Cuomo was charged with forcible touching based on a groping allegation. The case was dismissed, but public perception had shifted. By the end of 2021, Cuomo's reputation was in ruins. Top aides resigned. The Ethics Commission demanded he return his book profits. The once feared governor was now exposed. But Cuomo didn't disappear. In 2024, he launched ads teasing a comeback. In 2025, he ran for NYC mayor. Voters didn't forget. He was crushed in the primary by Zohran Mamdani, a younger progressive backed by grassroots support. Cuomo's defeat was more than political. It was symbolic. A message. We remember. We believe survivors. We won't be fooled by nostalgia and media spin. This isn't just about Cuomo. It's about a system that let him rise. About the press that praised him. The lawmakers who stayed silent. The staffers told to endure in silence. The dirt on Cuomo isn't rumor, it's documented, verified, and undeniable. And no amount of PR spin can clean it. For raw, fact-based breakdowns of power, corruption, and the stories they tried to bury, subscribe now. Because when truth meets power, history doesn't blink. And so do we.